Hi, this is Terry Crosby for today's Steve Taylor Community Connection. And I have two people in the studio today, Michelle Klinger and Reed Steele from Partners in Education. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh gosh, thanks for having us. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
we just want to welcome you both. We're glad you can make it. I know that we kind of had said we wanted to bring you in, but we had to change a few things up. But hey, that's okay. You're here now.
We're here.
Yes. We're so proud to have you here. And Michelle, I really want to start off with you. Just tell the people who you are. Michelle Klinger, your position at Partners in Education.
I'm the Chief Executive Officer, Executive Director at Partners in Education, and I've been there since 2016.
Okay. And Reed, you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself?
I'm the manager of the College and Career Ready, Set, Go program, which is part of the Partners in Education program. And our job is to go into the schools, and we'll talk about that in a little more detail.
Okay. Now, the thing is, we have all been dealing, as you know, for months now, I think always since March, with unfortunately with COVID-19. And I know the kids are really just to start to integrate back into the school systems. And I'm just so interested. We've had other people on this show, and my thing is I want to really know how people have adjusted to these difficult times. So, Michelle, just tell us what you have done at Partners in Education to ensure that your students are safe, your teachers are safe, moving forward.
Well, right off the bat, Terry, back in March, we found out March 16th that we had to close our doors. We hopped right in and started filming the lessons that we would normally do with the children for the College and Career Ready, Set, Go program that Reed does. And for our younger set of K-3 students in our literacy program, we developed pen pals. So kind of went old school. So we went high tech with Reed and old school with Heather, our program manager for the literacy program. Moving forward, though, we'll be doing all of our lessons remotely. Some of them will be synchronous, where we'll be live talking to students at the same time, and some of them will be asynchronous, where there'll be some pre-recorded messaging for the students.
Thank you very much for that. And we are so excited. We really are with this is kind of like a new partnership between Taylor Automotive family and Partners in Education. And I know how we feel. We're just, elated with the opportunity, very excited to get started with your sixth grade students. But just what does it mean to you as Executive Director of Partners in Education to partner with Taylor Automotive?
Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, our mission statement is student success through community engagement. So we can't think of a better opportunity than to partner with Taylor Automotive on this, bringing all these great programs to students. I mean, we're here to help students do better, to graduate from high school on time, and to be successful on career pathways. So what a great motivation for us to be able to involve Steve Taylor and Taylor Automotive, and you, Terry. This is awesome. And Reed's excited. We're all excited to get started with this program.
Oh, we're looking forward to it.
That's great. That's great. Reed, it's your turn now.
Okay.
I just have a couple of questions for you. Just tell us a little bit about your role in Partners in Education and some of the services that you offer.
Sure. As the manager of College and Career Ready, Set, Go program, I kind of oversee the whole program. But we have other programs as well. Are what we call Mentors in Toledo Schools, where we work with kindergartners through third graders. And it's a reading program where we help bolster the support of the students who are trying to read, because when they get to the third grade, they have to pass a third grade reading test in order to go to the fourth grade. So therefore, we try to bolster them up we've seen that it's very successful as far as the program goes. And we also do background checks with folks and volunteers and so forth. And we do a lot of parent engagement programs, which are involved directly with our program. But the College and Career Ready, Set, Go program, this one is my baby. So what we do is we have, throughout the school year, we enter 16 times into the classroom. And 16 times we are giving students knowledge, experience, and skills that they can use in their career. Now, we say College and Career Ready, Set, Go. We're not advocating college for your college. We're advocating anything that's after high school, post-secondary education. It could be the trades, it could be associates to work, it could be a four-year college, depending on what you want. And our job is to do many things. One is to take the blinders off the students. Okay, they see only so much. Okay, they've only got so much that they're familiar with. What we do is we take the blinders off so they can see what's all around them, all the different careers that are available to them. And to do that, we teach them problem-solving skills, communication skills, teamwork, and also organizational skills, SMART goals, career career mapping, so that they can get from point A to point B in their career. And then we expand their horizons on what careers are available to them and what path those careers need in order to get to where they want to go. If I want to be a veterinarian, I need to know it's a 4-year college degree plus a veterinary school. If I want to be a plumber, an electrician, or a woodworker, I've got to go through a trades program and so forth. And also financial aid. What things can I get with financial aid to help me get to that point? So there are lots of cool stuff that we're doing. In addition to that, we're working on, we see students spend about 1/3 of the time in school. 1/3 of the time probably asleep. And the other third someplace else. So what we try to do is we try to fuse the parents' involvement into the classroom, into the students. And so we have parent engagement events where parents and children come together for the event, and then they do activities and experiments and things like that with a trained professional in that particular field. And that way, they go home, start talking about careers on that other 1/3 of their lives, and sitting around the kitchen table talking about possibilities and things like that. So it gets them involved as well. Now, another thing we do is, as I mentioned before, we expand the horizons on the careers. We bring students in, we bring professionals in to the students as mentor career speakers. So they come into the classroom literally,
Like
and
Terry.
for example, Terry's going to be one of those folks. He's going to be fantastic. We're looking for him. He's going to be covering all of our 6th grade students this year.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
very cool. So he's going to be helping us out a great deal. And we've heard him speak. He's phenomenal, inspirational, gets kids off their rear ends and say, okay, let's do this. Let's make this happen. So Terry's going to be one of those. So they come in, they talk about their careers, their career path, little personal stories, and maybe other careers around them as well. And so that way the students can get a little more knowledge of, hey, what is out there? Pretty cool stuff.
Hey, well, you heard it first from Reed Steele. Hey, you've done a great job there. We have a lot of information about you and your services now. I really appreciate that. One last question. Can you just tell us where you're partnering with, where you're connected to, what are the schools, and how can someone get in contact?
Sure, we're involved in 17 schools and 9 school districts right now. We're dealing with Washington Local. We have all of the elementary schools in Washington Local in their 5th and 6th grade levels. We're working with a couple of Toledo Public Schools in their 5th through 8th grade program. And also we're doing Queen of Apostles Rosary Cathedral.
So
We're working with Central City Ministries. Discovery Academy, many charter schools, public and charter schools, varieties. So we're doing a lot with a lot of students. As a matter of fact, this year we've got 2,000 students that we're serving. 2,000 students. That's pretty cool. Now, if your school or your school district does not have us in their school, it's easy to find information. First off, partnerstoledo.org, and that's our website. And our telephone number, 419-242-2122, and just call the office and we'll guide you and ask, you can ask any questions and we'll be happy to serve you. We're here for you, you're not here for us. We're a nonprofit organization and we're here to help it.
Well, I really appreciate that, Michelle and Reed. I'm glad you guys came in. It's so nice to see you again. I am now going to turn you over to our boss, phenomenal, Mr. Steve Taylor.
All right, great.
Hey everybody, Steve Taylor here with Michelle and Reed. We're here and excited to talk about Partners in Education. Terry, great job as always. So full of fun and energy too. It's a lot of fun to have people in studio to see that side of Terry. But hey, Partners in Education, it's a great program. I think everybody just learned a little bit more about it. But one of the things I was thinking about while I was listening to all the great comments that you had was, how else can people get involved? You talked about maybe having some people in the community be mentors and come to the schools. Do you need more assistance? Do you need more awareness? And how can the people that are watching get more involved and help?
Absolutely. Thank you, Steve. We need a lot of volunteers. We have hundreds of volunteers for our kindergarten through third grade literacy, and all they really need is a computer with an internet connection. And we'll background check them and then connect them directly with students one-on-one. We provide all the activities, so you don't have to be, have a master's degree in literature to be able to do this. Just a willing heart and the desire to work with some kids and help them read. So, and again, at partnerstoledo.org is where you can go to sign up to be a volunteer. We have a little button there that says volunteer, and it'll walk you through the form and tell you what you need. The other thing we need are our career mentors. So folks with a willing heart to come in and talk to kids about their career pathway. And it's really simple and it's really fun. We also would love to engage Taylor Automotive in some of our family nights. So we've used BP and IBEW, the Electricians Union, to come in and do some hands-on stuff with the kids. So if we can get them interested in the automotive industry, and how cool would that be? So we would love to do that. But anybody who has a heart for working with middle school students or with early education, we've got a place for you at Partners in Education.
That's fantastic. And what's so amazing about what you guys do is you start with the young kids and you go all the way up to the high school level and try to give them, like you said, that pathway for success. It's an unbelievable organization, and I think what we try to do on this show is to raise awareness for great things in our community that people might not know about. So I'm happy you're here today. We're so excited to say, hey, we're partnering up. We've got some other people in the company too that I think are interested in possibly being a mentor. We've got a group of our sales elite men that are top of the top, and they want to give back in the community. They give back into the community, and this is going to be a great partnership with them also. So we're excited about it, and
Fantastic.
we definitely love raising awareness, like I said, about great partnerships in the community and things that our people are doing that are really doing big things, right? Reed, tell me a little bit. I love to hear you talk. You're passionate about what you do. What's your background? Are you an educator by trade?
Well, I have a very strange background. First off, yes, I'm an educator. I have a degree in education, and I've taught formal education in the classroom and also informal education in science centers and so forth. I've been working in education for all my adult life, amongst other things. But one of the joys that I've had is I used to be the director of Challenger Learning Centers around the country. And I was able to open up 3 Challenger Learning Centers, which is based off the Challenger accident. So it's a space science education, working on STEM. And that's how I came to Ohio, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So yeah, and also used to work for NASA as an aerospace education specialist.
So rocket science.
Yeah, it is rocket science. It actually is.
That's fantastic. Well, another gem of Toledo, a hidden gem of Toledo. Both of you, thank you for coming in. We've got fantastic people in Northwest Ohio that are doing amazing things, especially for our kids. Our mantra is locally owned, locally committed, and we definitely are committed to helping the youth in Northwest Ohio, and this is one more way we get to do it. So thank you for being here. We're glad to partner
Our
up.
pleasure.
And great job today. Glad to have you in studio.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for tuning in to another edition of Steve Taylor's Community Connection. Tune in next week when we have another fantastic guest talking about hidden gems of Toledo. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you next week.